Yes guys, and welcome back guys to a brand new video guys on my channel guys. And yes guys, we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played. Fulham guys, away from home at the Craven Cottage. It was a much needed win for Manchester United. We had to win this game. It was a must win, and we only just edged it 1-0 with about 5 minutes to go. So well done to Bruno Fernandes of saving Manchester United yet again. Big player, having to step up, scored us the goal that we needed to win, which obviously takes a little bit of pressure off Erik ten Hag. But anyway guys, let's get straight into today's video. So we made 3 changes from last game against Man City. Talking about starting 11, so we started with Onana, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Evans, Dalot, McTominay, Eriksen, Anthony, Fernandes, Garnacho and Højlund. Get into the other reaction now. Fernandes gives Man United late win at Fulham. Yes! Get in. Back to winning ways. It wasn't easy. Great win. Massive 3 points. We will take it. We needed to win. We made it hard work for ourselves. We got the job done. We found a way to win. We had to dig deep. We had to hang in there. It was an okay start. Maguire went down with an injury in the first couple of minutes, but we had possession. Had to win a free kick. McTominay scores but offside. Fulham trying to put the pressure onto United. Both teams still trying to work each other out. Fulham trying to get in behind. Fulham have been terrible in the final third. United dominating play. Fernandes has a chance. Good link up play and good chemistry. United looking for the spaces. Fulham trying to hit us on the counter attack. United giving possession away too easily. United are too slow on the ball. Fulham getting a few corners. Fulham are trying to cause United problems. United defensively solid. Okay first half. United need to find that quality to win us the game. United need to pick up the intensity and tempo. United need to be more aggressive and ruthless. United need to play with more urgency. Garnacho had a chance. It's competitive. It's end to end. United trying to put Fulham under pressure. United trying to put Fulham under pressure. Fulham putting United under pressure. Willian had a chance wide. Fulham growing in confidence. United need to take this thing out of their confidence. Ten Hag makes a personal change. United being sloppy, giving away loose balls. Poor decision making from United. Ten Hag makes substitutions, freshen things up. United got hold of the midfield eventually. Marshall had a chance wide. United just need to stay patient. Fernandes scores to make it 1-0. United were just seeing out and grinding the result. Varane comes on late just to game manage the game. Game management and decision making was vital. First half was okay. Second half was alright. Overall, okay performance. Win done. 3 points done. And clean sheet done. Anyway guys, let's get straight to today's video. What did I make of the performance? I think the performance overall was okay. I don't think it was a great performance. I don't think we were convincing and promising yet again. In these sorts of games, been great so far this season. Yet again, in these sorts of games when you don't play well, you have to find a way to win. We found a way to win yet again against Fulham. I thought both teams were poor overall. At the end of the day, a win is a win. You take it. It's obviously 3 points. Obviously, the way how the game was going, you could tell that somebody was going to nick it late on as well. With United though as well, we had to get back to winning ways. We'd obviously lost 2 games back to back. Had to win this game against Fulham. We're under massive pressure. Obviously Ten Hag was under pressure as well. It wasn't easy from start to finish. Fulham are a bit of an awkward team to play against. A tough opponent as well. A great win for Manchester United, and it was massive 3 points. But we'll take it, and it was a much needed win that we needed. We made it hard work for ourselves as we always do. Got the job done against a difficult team in Fulham. They're well organised, they're well drilled. We knew what Fulham were going to do, and like I predicted, coming into this game I knew that there was not going to be much in this game. It was going to be low scoring. It was all about whoever had that quality and whoever had that chance, took the chance, was going to win the game, and it went United's way. Well done to the boys. A much needed win. We had to win this game and we couldn't afford to drop points against Fulham. Obviously Fulham had won their Carabao Cup game, so they had some sort of confidence coming into this as well. But the way how the game went, United did well in the second half to sort of ride out that 30 minutes of how Fulham came out in the second half, where they came out really strong in the second half, on the front foot, created their chances. But United rided that out really well. We just had to defend well as a team. Dalot putting a few good blocks in as well, with Wan-Bissaka back into the fold as well. I thought he played well as well. I think it's a brilliant result for Manchester United. Just think now we need to focus ourselves now a little bit more in the league. We're only 6 points off top 4 now. I think it's all about taking it one game at a time. We've got another big one on the weekend, and we've got to take it one game at a time. Can't get too complacent, and we can't get too carried away after one great result. Big games always come around and you have to be ready for them. But getting into the game now, thought it was an okay start by Manchester United. I thought the way how the game had gone in the first half was brilliant by Manchester United. Being the away team, we took control in this first half, and I think that was one thing that we wanted to try and do in that first half. I was amazingly surprised the way how we played in that first half, to be honest with you. Obviously Maguire went down with an early injury, but it was okay to carry on as well. But I thought we had lots of possession in that first half by Manchester United. Obviously, we won a free kick as well. Obviously, McTominay scored, but he was offside. I think he was onside, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know how it was offside, to be honest, when I thought it was a clear, great goal that he scored. And, just disappointed not to have that goal go our way in the first sort of 10 minutes as well. It would have been a dream start as well to go 1-0 up inside the first 10 minutes. And then Fulham were trying to put the pressure onto United, but at that stage in the game, both teams were still trying to work each other out. Fulham were trying to get in behind, but I thought they struggled to do that in periods of the game as well. And I think Fulham sort of got the ball when Fulham sort of worked their way through and did well, and they had some possession and their build-up play was good, but then the final third was a little bit of a mess, and they were terrible in the final third. But United were just dominating play from start to finish in the first half, and Fernandes had another good chance as well. I thought there was some good link-up play, some good chemistry. I thought sometimes our play was a little bit too slow, a bit too slow, just no urgency from United at times. But I thought United were looking for the spaces, obviously high up the pitch. Fulham trying to hit us on the counter-attack as well in the first half. And then United were giving possession away too easily, just a bit too sloppy, gave away loose balls, a little bit slow on the ball, like I just said before. And then I thought, Fulham were getting a few corners towards the end of the first half. United needed to sort of ride that out and see that out and defend it well. Fulham were trying to obviously cause United some problems towards the end of the first half as well. But I thought United defensively were very solid. I think we did quite well in the first half. I think it just lacked a goal from United as well. But so yeah, it was an okay first half by Manchester United. Not great, but it was okay at the end of the day. But then it was all about, in the second half, we need to find that quality to win us the game. We need to pick up the intensity and the tempo about us. We need to be a bit more aggressive and ruthless, and we need to play with a bit more pace and urgency about ourselves. I thought, but I thought Fulham did well though. I think Fulham were brilliant in the first, half an hour of that game. In the second half, and United did well to sort of keep Fulham at bay, considering that, the way how they played the game before that. So I thought United did well to stay in the game as long as they could, and they rode it out as well. And obviously Garnacho had an early chance in the second half as well, but it was a competitive game. It was end-to-end. It was an open game. It was 50-50. It could have gone either way at the end of the day. But, United were trying to put Fulham under pressure in sort of the first 5 minutes, but they sort of found their ways of how can we put United under pressure and have our chances as well. So, they put us under pressure. They had some good chances. Willian had a chance wide. And then they sort of grew in confidence as the second half went on. And then it was all about how can United take that sting out of their confidence. And I think that was when Ten Hag made a personal change as well. We was being a little bit sloppy, giving away loose balls at times. And then I thought United did well in sort of when we had possession. And then we sort of got into some good areas in the pitch, some good passages of play. And then I think, just poor decision making let us down in that second half as well. And we could have been much better as well. I think the passing was a little bit too slow as well, which just allowed Fulham to get back into position, and obviously just allow them to get men behind the ball and be organised as well, which obviously made us a little bit more harder to work for as well. So, but then he had to then bring on some substitutions to freshen things up, and that was when he brought on Mount on as well. And that was when we eventually got hold of that midfield because we were losing out in that midfield for half an hour in that second half, and we got a grip of that midfield for the last sort of 15 minutes towards the end of the second half as well. So, and then it was all about, and then Martial obviously came on for Højlund as well, and then Martial had a chance wide as well. And then obviously it was just all about United needing to stay patient, be patient, and the goal will come. And I could see that either team was going to nick it towards the end, and United just had that quality eventually, and Fernandes scored to make it 1-0. And, Fulham knew that they had a mountain to climb then. And then it was just all about, United was seeing it out and trying to grind out the result. And then it was all about game manage it well. And decision making was vital. And then Varane comes on to cover off Fulham as well. So Varane came on with the last couple of minutes, and we defensively did our job, and we kept hold of the lead, and we got a much needed victory. It was a deserved win for United at the end of the day. It was poor from both teams in large parts of the game, but it was all about, we got the win, and got the 3 points and got the clean sheet. And sometimes you have to win it a little bit ugly, but at the end of the day, we take it, and a win is a win. We move on at the end of the day. Overall, the performance wasn't perfect. It was a must-win. We're back to winning ways thanks to Fernandes scoring a late goal. Fulham weren't much better either, but we got the win, the 3 points and a clean sheet. That's what it's all about. You have to find ways to win. You don't play well. We found a way to win. It was all about, we had to have that little piece of quality to go and win us the game. I did say coming into this game as well, it wasn't going to be goals galore. It was going to be low scoring. Both teams are not scoring many goals this season in the Premier League, so it was all about whoever took that chance, was clinical, was going to win the game, and it went United's way. It wasn't an easy game. We know that it's never easy to play Fulham at Craven Cottage as well. Won it late on last season 2-1. We did it late yet again against Fulham away. At least we can take it to Old Trafford and definitely try to do the double on Fulham this season as well. It was a vital win for Manchester United. We had to get back to winning ways. We'd obviously lost back-to-back games. It was all about getting back to winning ways, and it wasn't easy for us, but it was obviously massive 3 points. As you know, you've got to take the 3 points as well. It was a massive game, not only just for the players but for Ten Hag as well. We needed to win. We made it hard work for ourselves, as we always do. We had to dig deep. We showed that fighting spirit towards the end, and we showed great character and determination and team spirit to go and win the game. And we hung in there towards the end, did well to get the goal. That's what separated it. A goal, a much needed victory at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. If you don't play well, it wasn't convincing and promising from both teams. Both teams were poor, and it was all about that one piece of quality that was going to win the game. Won us the game. We got the 3 points. It's a win, and we got the clean sheet as well to top it off. Garnacho won it late on last season to give us a win 2-1, and Fernandes left it late in injury time to inspire us with the victory 1-0. How big was the victory, and does it take some pressure off Ten Hag? Definitely it does. Obviously Ten Hag was under massive pressure coming into this game. Ten Hag out brigade's been coming out over the last 2 games trying to blame Ten Hag. The Man City and the Newcastle games, I think you can clearly see in those 2 games the players are just not playing for him at the end of the day. Criticise Ten Hag all you like. At some stage you have to blame the players as well. It was a massive game for both the players and the manager as well. It takes that pressure off Ten Hag a bit as well, but I understand he's under pressure this season, but you have to give the guy time at the end of the day, and I mean he deserves the time. With all the signings that he's made this summer, I understand he's spent a lot of money over the 2 transfer windows, brought in loads of players in. You have to give the guy time to implement his style of play. At the end of the day, a big victory. How big was the victory? It was massive. We needed it. It was a much needed win, and we needed that win to go our way. We were back to winning ways. Managers under huge pressure. If we would have lost that game, it would have been catastrophic. We couldn't afford to lose that game against Fulham. We had to show a much needed response and get back to winning ways, and we did, and we showed a reaction. At the end of the day, it wasn't convincing, it wasn't promising. It was all about a piece of that quality to go and win us that game against Fulham, which it did, and it came on our side. Like I said before, it wasn't going to be an exciting game. It wasn't going to be loads of goals in this. It was all about, because both teams have not been scoring many goals of late, it was all about who was going to take that chance, who was going to be clinical. That's what it was all about. At the end of the day, showed great team spirit, great fight to the end. Stayed in the game, were patient. The goal came, it counted. At the end of the day, we took the 3 points, the win, and the clean sheet at the end of the day. Just move on to the next game now. The first goal that McTominay scored to make it 1-0, VAR checked it and said it was offside. Is it the correct decision, or did McTominay score a perfect good goal to take the lead? I think he scored a perfect good goal, to be honest with you, and took the lead for 1-0. I'm baffled with this decision. It took VAR ages to make a decision over this goal as well. I think this is a clear goal to make it 1-0, so this game should have ended 2-0 at the end of the day. I think it was a brilliant start by Manchester United to come out of our block, get a great worked well goal, and a free kick especially as well. And then there's talk about that Maguire was in the way, impeded in the goal. You're only impede if you're in the way. I don't think Maguire's in the way. I don't think he's trying to do that. He's up against the Fulham player at the end of the day. I think it's bizarre. It doesn't make much sense to me. You're only impede if you're in the goalkeeper's line of sight, and he's not. That goal should be perfectly be given as 1-0. Don't know what these decisions are nowadays. You can't celebrate a goal no more. Kills the game. Just says everything about it now. when you can't celebrate a goal. You celebrate a goal, you think you've scored, but VAR checks it and just ruins it. Then it's like you have to go again, and then you have to go and find another goal. It just ruins it now. VAR just ruins it for everyone now. You can't celebrate a goal no more because always VAR's obviously going to find something to definitely overrule that goal. And it overruled McTominay's goal, but I thought he scored a perfect good goal to take the lead for 1-0. Just baffled to understand why that's not been given. I don't understand it myself, to be honest with you. I think he scored a perfect good goal there. We're talking about Maguire's in the way. Piss off. How is he in the way? I mean, at the end of the day, I know he's going down, but he's not in the way. He's not interfering with play. It's clearly a goal. Trying to bend the rules over and trying to change the rules. I just don't understand these rules no more. It just makes no fucking sense at the end of the day. Nobody doesn't know what these rules are nowadays, but yeah, it's shit. But at the end of the day, VAR didn't give us the goal, and it's just bloody shit at the end of the day. Who was my man of the match? You know what? I thought some good players did well in this game, to be honest. I thought Onana had a decent game, played well, obviously made some big saves and big moments. I thought Wan-Bissaka had a good game. I thought Maguire and Evans had a brilliant game. I thought Delay was brilliant in this game as well. I thought McTominay was okay. Eriksen could have done better. I thought Anthony was poor. Pellistri comes on and just does more than him in the whole bloody season that he's done so far. Fernandes, obviously with the goal, brilliant. Garnacho tried as well. Højlund tried as well. I'm going to give this obviously to players at the end of the day. I think obviously Fernandes for the goal and obviously Onana that kept us in the game. So I think them two deserve the man of the match. It has to be Bruno Fernandes for the goal. Did brilliantly well. We had to find a way to win there and we did well at the end of the day. How do we beat Luton Town? Now obviously we've got Luton in our next fixture now on the weekend just before the international break. Look, we come into this game against Luton Town. This is a game where it's a must win for Manchester United. We can't afford to drop points here against Luton. We have to get the 3 points here. United have just lost midweek to bloody Copenhagen, so it's all about bouncing back now on the weekend against Luton Town. At the end of the day, it's all about the response and the reaction now and how we respond after that setback. I think coming against Luton Town now, it's going to be a massive game. Obviously, Luton just got a draw against Liverpool. They'll take that confidence going into this game against us. I think Luton, they're doing okay this season. I mean, they're 17th in the league. I think they've got about 6 points. They've only got 1 win, struggling themselves. At the end of the day, it's a team that's going to be definitely contenders to go down, so you've got to win these sort of games against your Luton Towns. A must win for Manchester United. You've got to go in the right mindset, the right mentality. I think this is a game where Manchester United are going to have lots of possession. It's all about how we use that possession and how we got to be quick on the ball, slick passing. So we've got to see that from Manchester United from start to finish. It's how we break them down against Luton Town. Luton, they're a very good side. Not too bad on the day. Can't afford them to come to Old Trafford. It's going to be their FA Cup final and they're going to give it everything that they've got, definitely, but they'll come to Old Trafford, they'll play with a low block, try to frustrate us. This is a team that's going to be there for the taking in this game. With their FA Cup final, they're going to do everything that they can do in this game. When they get possession, they're going to use it wisely and they're going to definitely build on it. They get the possession, it's all about making the right decision making, make sure that we get the ball in the right areas as well. At the end of the day, you look at this game and you should say this should not be a difficult game against Luton, but they'll try and suck us in. They're going to try and make it difficult as they can, United, and they're going to try and frustrate us. Luton, very good side on the day. You've got to turn up to this game on the weekend. Got to perform well for a full 90 minutes. And we've got to do our job here against Luton Town. We can't afford to drop points, hands down. We've got a job to do here against Luton. Luton are likely to line up in a 3-5-2 formation. Edwards will tinker slightly variations of that shape, sometimes making it a 3-4-1-2 or a 3-1-4-2. In essence, he loves to play with a back three, flying wing backs, an industrious midfield and 2 up front. But this is a Luton Town team that are struggling for form at the minute, and you've got to be beating them as well, and they're not scoring many goals this season as well. You know, they've got dealing with a few injuries at the minute as well. They're inconsistent. You know, they have a bit of confidence on their side. You know, they're defensively vulnerable as well. They've conceded about 21 goals so far this season. They're gonna make mistakes, and it's all about, we've got to punish them on their mistakes as well. But they're going to play with a low block. They're going to try to frustrate us as well. They'll give it everything that they've got. They'll be there for the taking as well. I think it'll be their FA Cup final. They'll be trying to be organised. They'll be well drilled, tight and compact. They'll look to counter-attack us. When they get their moments, they'll look to take them. I think it could be a bit of a physical game in a way. But they'll make the right decisions going forward. They'll try to be brave, take risks, play with width as well. Obviously, they have their 2 guys in the pockets as well. And then what they'll do is when they get the balls, they'll try and get the ball in those to certain positions. A bit like a Brentford as well. A bit like a Brentford team in the pockets. And the those two guys may drop back deep as well, so they can get the ball in for Morris into the left channel or the right channel to make those runs, and those two guys in behind in the pockets will try to go with Morris as well. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, they're going to bring. They're going to be aggressive when they can be. They want to be ruthless. They want to be bring the energy. They bring the high intensity, the high tempo. But then it's all about what we do. Then it's all about we've got to defend properly as a team. Defensively, we've got to be organised. We've got to be tight and compact. We've got to defensively frustrate them. We need to be ruthless, relentless, aggressive, high intensity, high tempo. Got to play for energy, create the chances. We've got to take our chances as well. Need to be clinical, get the crosses into the box, drag them out of position, be brave, take risks. Set pieces could come into play. Got to play with width, get in between the lines. Got to close them down. Don't let them back in the game. Don't leave any spaces open. They'll show incredible team spirit, character and fight. We've got to do the basics right. Game management, decision making is going to be vital. Got to get tight, don't get a shot off. Sustain your attacks, do your basics, win your 50-50s, win your second balls, win your duels. Put them on the back foot, keep possession. Fullbacks have got to be effective. Force them to make mistakes, put them under pressure. Don't let their wingers cut back inside. Don't afford to make mistakes. Make the runs in from behind. Don't get pulled out of position. Be explosive. Keep Morris, Ogbene, Brown and Adebayo quiet. Get into the goals now. First goal, Palestri does well, loses possession. Alhenia's clearance wasn't very good. Fernandes finds McTominay passes it to Palestri. Palestri gives it to Fernandes. Fernandes twists and turns and scores for 1-0. Get into the stats now. Possession for Fulham, it was 45%. And for Man United, it was 55%. Goals for Fulham, it was 0. And for Man United, it was 1. Total shots for Fulham, it was 18. And for Man United, it was 12. Shots on target for Fulham, it was 3. And for Man United, it was 5. Shot accuracy for Fulham, it was 16.7%. And for Man United, it was 41.7%. Shots inside the box for Fulham, it was 9, and for Man United it was 6. Shots outside the box for Fulham, it was 9, and for Man United it was 6. Total passes for Fulham, it was 363 passes, and for Man United it was 454 passes. Pass accuracy for Fulham, it was 71.6%, and for Man United it was 87.6%. Into the substitutions now. Anthony went off for Palestri. Talk about Anthony's performance. The best Brazilian winger wore white. Anthony was his usual furious self, killing attacks and having no impact whatsoever. Removal was cheered. Ericsson went off a mount. Talking about Christian's performance. Positionally wary, slow off the ball and careless with the ball. Polar opposite of his performance at Fulham a year ago. Wyland went off a Martial. Talk about Rasmus's performance. Easily marshalled by Tim Ream and Calvin Bassey. Ill-suited to United's dodgy approach and rusty on the rare occasion he got the ball. Hacho went off a Varane. Talk about Alejandro's performance. Worked hard but had little joy on the second successive start. Livelier at the start of the second half and drew cynical fouls. Next up we've got Luton Town. Look, Luton are 17th in the league. This is a must-win for Manchester United. Got to get the 3 points here. There's no excuses in this game against Luton Town. Going back home now, got to win this game without a doubt. We have to put that disappointing result to a side and put that one behind us against Copenhagen. Decisions didn't go our way in that one, but it's all about full focus on now on Luton Town. We know that we've got to bounce back and we've got to get back to winning ways, and how we'll want to see a reaction and a response after that. It's all about we've got to see a convincing and a promising performance here against Luton Town. Luton, this is going to be a team that's obviously going to be contenders to go down as well. You can't afford to lose this game against Luton Town. You cannot get embarrassed by this team. At home against Luton Town, this is a game where United are going to have lots of possession. It's all about what we do with possession as well. United have got to be quick passing, can't be too slow on the ball. We need that imagination, we need that inspiration about us. We need to create chances left, right and centre. We've got to test their goalkeeper. We need to cause them problems from start to finish as well. We need to be ruthless, relentless, aggressive, on the front foot, high intensity, high tempo, energy as well. Got to perform well for a full 90 minutes here against Luton Town. And I think it's all about the mentality as well. We've got to go in the right mindset, the right mentality here. Could be a bit of a physical game, but when Luton are going to get the ball, we need to win that ball back as soon as we can. We need to keep that pressure onto them, high up the pitch, win the ball back high up the pitch. Luton Town are going to make mistakes, and when they make mistakes, you've got to punish them as well. Against Luton Town, United have got to come out the blocks. We have to come out quick here. We want to get the front foot straight away. The first goal is going to be crucial in a game like this against Luton. If we can come out of our blocks, high intensity, high tempo, bring the energy, be aggressive, be be ruthless. It's all about going to be creating your chances. We know that we're going to have the quality here over Luton Town. Quality will win us this game, definitely for sure. So it's all about going to take our chances. We've got to be clinical. We get the chances. We need to score on our chances as well. That's what we've got to do in this game. Ten Hag's going to demand a lot from these players. We want these players to sign off before the international break with a win here as well. Got to win as well, because obviously this will be day after my birthday as well. I can't afford United to lose as well. I'm going to be at that game on Saturday as well. I'm going to be watching this game live. Come on, United, you've got to win here as well. Not only just for me, for the fans as well. We deserve a win. At the end of the day, you can't be losing to a team like Luton Town. At the end of the day, 17th for league, they're inconsistent. They'll be there for the taking from start to finish. Got to play well for a full 90 minutes as well. Come on, lads, this is your time to shine now. You've got to beat this team of Luton Town. We need a convincing and promising performance. Ten Hag will want to see us with lots of possession, playing with initiative on the front foot. If we can be ruthless here, we can put these away 2 or 3-0, definitely for sure. And we want to see a good, convincing performance here by Manchester United as well. But we've got to play with courage, intent, conviction, and we've got to turn up on Saturday as well against Luton Town. Luton are scoring 0.9 goals per game. Luton Town are conceding 1.9 goals per game. Luton Town have won 1, drew 3, and lost 7. And this is it. You cannot afford to lose this game to Luton, because they've only won 1 game this season, and that was against Everton. So do not give them any sort of confidence in this game whatsoever. They've lost to Brighton 4-1, Chelsea 3-0, West Ham 2-1, Fulham 1-0, Burnley 2-1, Tottenham 1-0, and Villa 3-1. Luton Town have played 11 games, 6 away, 5 at home, and won 1 game and 1 away. So come on, got to be on top of this. Mentally, physically, we've got to go in the right mindset in this game as well. The players to look out for is Kamtinsky, Locker, Kabor, Engi, Bell, Osso, Barkley, Nakamba, Chong, Mapsu, Clark, Giles, Townsend, Dougherty, Luca, Ogbene, Morris, Woodrow, Adebayo, and Brown. Hope you guys enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel for what I new, and I'll see you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.